Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Sector 5. I am your host, Cody Heinzman, with one half of the WWE champions, Bo Becker, and the World Heavyweight Champion, Bo. We'd like to bring you into another edition of pay-per-view predictions slash our thoughts. I guess that's what I'm trying to say here. Pretty much when I do the predictions, I try to predict what WWE might do, but I just throw in my 2 cents of who I'd like to win, and say it's him. So the pre-show, which is always on YouTube, so make sure you tune into YouTube at 7:30 to watch the Battle Royal to see who's going to face Antonio Cesaro for his United States Championship. But during that pre-show, as I said, it's a Battle Royal, so pretty much it's fair game to anybody who's in it. Pretty much there's 3 people that I'm thinking who's going to get it, only because of how they advertise, pretty much. It's either going to be Tyson Kidd, Brodus Clay, Zack Ryder, or even Santino Marella. I'm going with one of those 4 people. As Zack Ryder did put up on his Z True Long Island story recently, he's pretty good at Battle Royals. I mean, I've seen the 3 that he's possibly competed in. So, there's a good chance that Zack Ryder could be facing for the United States Championship. And if so, woo woo woo. You know it. I'm definitely going to root for him. On to, well, who do you think could possibly win that Battle Royal?
I'm not really sure. They all seem good. I'd like to see Santino get it back.
Mm-hmm.
The Cobra works.
You know,
The Cobra works.
with the Cobra. But, you know, being a broski, I gotta cheer for Zack Ryder too. So, I more want to see Zack Ryder win back the United States Championship. No offense to Santino or any Santino friends and fans. And family, I guess, since I accidentally threw in friends. On to the next match. We have the Divas Championship, Layla versus Kaitlyn. Kaitlyn is starting to get her game up. And, I don't really see her winning. I'd like to see Layla keep it. No offense to Kaitlyn, but I'd like to see more of Kaitlyn before she wins the title. Maybe the next pay-per-view she can win it, but right now it's in the safe hands of Layla, so I'm going with Layla on that one. What about you?
I don't know much about either one of them. Caitlyn looks new and up and coming yet. Layla will probably keep it.
Then we go on to the next match, which kind of scares me. It's the tag team titles. Kofi Kingston and R-Truth take on Daniel Bryan and Kane. Now, of course, I'm going to keep my loyalty to Kofi Kingston and R-Truth. But there are also logical reasons why I think they'll win. Mainly because Daniel Bryan and Kane are not really a tag team in all reality. I see something blowing up between the 2 of them. Kane walking out on Daniel Bryan. I mean, I could see Kane taking Kofi and Truth on by himself and winning. So if, like, Daniel Bryan left on Kane, I could see him still winning. But if Kane leaves Daniel Bryan, then it's definitely going to be Kofi and R-Truth. So it's a toss-up, really. But my vote's going to be with Kofi and R-Truth, mainly because Daniel Bryan and Kane don't really work too well as a tag team. What about you?
You said it's a toss-up. But then again, I've seen Kane hug somebody, so you never know what could happen there.
That is true. Onto a non-championship match: Randy Orton versus Mr. Money in the Bank, Dolph Ziggler. All reality, I see Randy Orton winning that. I mean, he's the Viper, legend killer. The only way Dolph Ziggler has ever really beat him is by pulling on the tights. Randy Orton's gonna hit him with an RKO, and he's gonna beat Dolph Ziggler at Night of Champions. Now, is it kind of disappointing that Randy Orton isn't number one contender? Yes. Is it also disappointing that, well, I'll talk about that here in a few minutes. What about you? Who do you think's going to win, Randy Orton or Ziggler?
Oh, Ziggler knows Randy Orton's going to win.
Yeah,
That's why he's running.
if you did watch SmackDown, he tried to get him from behind. But Randy Orton's got eyes in the back of the head, y'all. I had to throw in a y'all. On to one of the next matches. The World Heavyweight Championship. Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio. Honestly, in all reality, I don't see Alberto Del Rio winning at all in that one. I mean, Sheamus has beat Alberto Del Rio the past 3 pay-per-views, I believe. And just because the Brogue Kick's gone doesn't mean that he can't get him to tap out to,
The wall.
well, the 4-leaf clover, whatever they called it. It pretty much looks like the Walls of Jericho, but you got their legs in a figure 4. So I see Sheamus still winning that. And possibly, at the end of the night, the Brogue Kick be able to come back. Or even during the middle of the match, Booker T will come out and say, hey, I've done my investigation. I'm done. And I'm bringing back the Brogue Kick. So, you never know where the Brogue Kick's going to come in during that match. Hopefully he doesn't use it and just lose the title because he used it. I'd hate to be in Sheamus' position in all reality. I mean, I would accidentally hit somebody with the Brogue Kick if I was Sheamus, and I'd lose the title and then most likely turn heel or leave the company or get fired, one of the 3. So Sheamus is in a horrible position, but he's against Alberto Del Rio. There's no way that Alberto Del Rio can get that cross-arm breaker to make Sheamus tap. So, with that being his technically only move in his arsenal, yeah, no competition whatsoever. And I think he'll agree, but I'm still going to ask, who do you think?
Sheamus all the way.
Now on to the next match. The Intercontinental Championship match. There's 2 people I'd like to win this. It's The Miz versus Rey Mysterio versus Sin Cara versus Cody Rhodes. Fatal 4-way match. I'd like to see Sin Cara get it. Mainly because he's new, upcoming. I'm sorry, I was reading something. But Sin Cara's new, upcoming, hasn't held a title yet. I think the Intercontinental Championship would look great around his waist. But if Rey Mysterio wins, okay, that's fine with me. So it's a toss-up between those 2, but I'm rooting more towards Sin Cara. It's a fatal 4-way match. You never know how it's gonna go. But I see a title change. I don't see The Miz retaining, so I see it going to one of the 3 competitors. I'm just hoping it's going to be Sin Cara, but runner-up would be Rey Mysterio. And I don't want Cody Rhodes getting it at all, so I'm not even putting him in 3rd place. Who do you think could possibly win that match?
I would like to see Mysterio. Or Sin Cara. Miz can go back to making movies.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm impressed with The Miz. I don't like him, but since he's come back, he's been impressing me. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a misfit and I support The Miz. No. I hate The Miz. I'm The Miz and I'm awful. I'm still with those people. But as Neil says, you got to look at the in-ring competition and everything. He's impressive in the ring, but he's just too arrogant for me, and that's why I don't want to see him with the Intercontinental Championship. I'd like Sin Cara or Rey Mysterio to have it. Now, the one thing with Sin Cara having it is we wouldn't hear him bragging about it or anything. We wouldn't hear any feedback because he doesn't talk because he's put the mask on all the time. But hey,
Sin Cara don't talk. He points.
Yeah, he points. He gets things by pointing. On to the final match. Well, not really the final match. But it's the only one listed. WWE Championship match. John Cena versus CM Punk. In reality, I'd love to see Cena come out with a win. CM Punk and John Cena have had their battles. It's always a good match to watch. But with how CM Punk has been demanding respect and pretty much has caused the heart attack for Jerry the King Lawler. I'm not saying it's fully his fault, but if Jerry the King Lawler wouldn't be in the position of having to face him and just stand up commentary, he wouldn't have fainted and had a heart attack. But you never know, it could have still happened. I'm putting some of the blame on CM Punk still. In all reality, I want to see Cena come out and win it. But this is really one of those up in the air, you never know what's going to happen type things. With Paul Heyman, you never know if he's going to get involved in the match and cause a disqualification, or if Jerry comes back, if he'll come in the ring, cause a disqualification, which I'd hope he wouldn't. And I kind of doubt he's going to be at Night of Champions. I mean, he's still trying to recover and everything. We may not even see him on Monday Night Raw, which is going to suck because I love Jerry the King Lawler. Keep your wishes with him. He's still recovering and everything. So I'm rooting for Cena. I know I've repeated it, but I'm not gonna throw out who I think WWE is gonna make win, because in all reality, who knows what's gonna happen with that match, and I'm gonna see what he thinks about this now.
Cena's time.
The
Spinner belt.
The champ is here. Yeah, it's kind of sucks that the belt doesn't spin anymore. I mean, it's John Cena's type belt. I mean, I think it might still. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't seen it move because it's around CM Punk's waist and all that. And I think it stayed stationary and everything. But, you know, it's hometown advantage for Cena. And I kind of want to read this article they have on here, how it could not be home field advantage, but I'm not going to do it. Flying butter at Perkins. Sorry, a friend of mine just posted that on Facebook. I had to read that out loud. Does that mean that John Marshall may have actually won a game?
I don't know.
I kind of want to see that. Anyways, folks, all reality, we can't really talk about anything else. Well, I will say, okay, with whoever we predict, if it's Antonio Cesaro versus Santino Marella, like we both have thought about, I could see Santino losing, all reality, because of how they have him being so comedic and everything right now when the Cobra not working. I sadly see him losing. I don't want to see him lose, but I could sadly see it. You got to keep the truth in the matter of the show and everything in mind. Zack Ryder, there's a good chance he could. And I'd love to see him win. Zack Ryder was one of the best United States champions. I know he's pretty much just a jobber anymore and just one of these people that's there to be there. But it'd nice to see some gold around his waist. I mean, even you could already have the next pay-per-view match. Zack Ryder versus Heath Slater for the United States Championship. They've been having a rivalry recently. Why not? I know Antonio Cesaro's only held it not that long, but I think it needs to go to someone else because Antonio Cesaro really hasn't done much with the title. Since winning, I think he's only been in like one match, and that was on Raw when he was tagged up with The Miz versus Kofi Kingston and R-Truth. Really, in all reality, if you're a champion, you should be in more matches and, show off. Big Dolph Ziggler and all that good stuff. But since winning the title, it's pretty much been not seen. The only time you ever hear from Antonio Cesaro is when he comes to the ring and decides, hey, I'm going to speak one word in 5 languages, which, is quite annoying in all reality. Because in my mind, I know he probably knows those 5 languages, but you never know when he's just back there learning those by the week. You know what I mean? But I am pretty sure he speaks all those languages, but I just don't like the guy, so I'm going to down on him. Him and Oksana. I feel bad about Teddy Long ever since Oksana went back with Antonio Cesaro and all that. But, oh well. So that's pretty much for Night of Champions. If you're going to watch it, I hope y'all enjoy. And, as always, if you have your own predictions, if your predictions are agreeable with us or contradict what we have to say, we'd like to have your feedback. You can make a video response below in the comments. You can tweet me at SunshineMan5. We got Facebook, if you're one of our friends. That's pretty much it. There's Tout, but I doubt you'll ever find a Tout to put underneath for everything.
Tout.
Me.
Me. More.
There's a good chance he could have a match at Night of Champions, but who knows? He may face Jinder Mahal again, but maybe, I don't know. Because the only ones you ever see is like what they advertise, and then they add on matches. And I feel bad that I don't get anything out to you, but we can't read the WWE's mind. So
Ryback.
My mouth is getting dry. That's why I'm going a lot. I forget where my train of thought went. Okay, I was telling you everything to comment. Comment below. I mean, if you don't want to make a video, you can just comment below. Even, hey, I text. If you're a friend of mine and you want to just text me your opinions, go right ahead. I'm up for any of you guys' suggestions, and I know I said I was going to do, like, a show at some point in time. I haven't thought about getting to that. One of these days I will. I'm hoping to do it, like, through the week. Just one day a week, like the Monday show with Nice Peter. But I may not have it on a Monday. But I might. I mean, I may do some talking on Sunday and get it up on Monday and all that stuff. It wouldn't be edited like his show or as entertaining because, well, there's not much to talk about and everything. But pretty much I'm up for any suggestions that you still have for the singing edition that I do on Sector 5. We're up for any suggestions at any point in time. And this is actually not surprising for me that this video has almost been 20 minutes. I ramble a lot. That's pretty much everything that there is to talk about. I'm just prolonging till it reaches actual 20 minutes. We'll go over a little bit more.
New Sector 5, 28th September.
Yeah.
Don't miss it.
We should be filming next on September 28th, but we may do some before that throughout the week, maybe. But clearly, 28th should be the next date to look for. As I said earlier, I'm just revamping just in case you kept watching and forgot. Comment anywhere, Facebook, Twitter, at SunshineMan5. Text message. Comments below. I know there's a few people that watch our page and are subscribed. So, yeah. Please, tell friends. Subscribe. We have a fun time here making videos. We love the views. So, for all of us at Sector 5, I'm Cody Heinzman, Bo Becker, in behalf of 8th grader who let me borrow his controller. There we go. I have the controller in. Have a good week, because I'm Cody Heinzman, and that's just how it is.
Peace.